Kenneth was with the Air Force, and his journey of photography kind of takes, this is just a small sampling of his life and what he's done. And as you look at the pictures, I looked at all of them, it's really tells a big story. And so just a photograph can say a lot more than just the still picture it is. And I really appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
And he's traveled the world and has a lot of stories to tell. So I'm going to let you tell
Thank you.
a little bit more.
First, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to put artwork up in here. Thank you, sir, also for allowing. But yes, I'm Kenneth Aston, originally from Philadelphia and then New Jersey. And I've been living in this area probably for about 10 years, but I'm not new to Maryland. I used to live in Randallstown, where I worked as a photographer for the federal government as a contractor. But prior to that, I started my career in 1985, or 84 is when I graduated from photography school. And if you take a look behind you, you'll see photos back here. School I went to, one of my first models is the next photo there. And then that was in the 80s and mid-90s. One photo gentleman here was at Homestead Air Force Base when I was stationed there, and it works its way around. So I also was a photographer for the USO events and MWR shows overseas in Kuwait, supporting all the troops over there. And as you can see, there's some photos of some of the entertainers I photographed. If you follow all the way around, there's some protests that I've taken when I lived in Philadelphia, and works its way around here all the way till the current climb, where I'm currently employed as a GS 1060 series photographer with the federal government. And I'm a photojournalist, and I like to take photos from like what I like to call the fly on the wall approach, where they're not posed, but they're more or less just action happening, where I can freeze and stop the action, and people can get more into the photo, and all these images tell a story. If you have any questions, I'm open to any questions that you have. But again, thank you.
Well, thank you for this and for your service.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
How did you become a photographer for the Air Force?
Oh, my photography journey with my father, well, it was because when I was in high school, my dad said to me that I need to find something to do.
Why? What were you doing?
I was going to high school. Once you graduate, find something to do. So I took a photography class, and in high school, when I took that class, I ended up taking photos and charging people for making money while I was in school when I was a teenager. My teacher saw that I had a desire to make money and to take pictures, so he told me to go to Annapolis, which is the photograph right there behind you, the first one. That's the school I graduated from in about 1984. And also my mother and father are here, my parents. I'm lucky to have them, they're here. And but that was how my journey started, with my father. He's the one that's how all this is here. And myself as well. But that's,
Okay, the boats. The boats.
and then I also drove boats in the Air Force. That was my first job in the military. I drove boats for 6 years, and then I cross-trained into photography because I wanted to be a photographer in the Air Force, but I missed it by 1 point. And they were like, hey, we got this really good job. You'll be driving boats for the Air Force. And I was like, driving boats? So I did that for 6 years, and I eventually cross-trained into photography. And that was in the mid-90s. So I've been actively shooting since then. And here I am today. Oh, it's gonna
Do a group photo? Great. Hey, just moving it. I'm gonna get my